Hello everyone, welcome to my video assignment. I am Basha from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, currently pursuing my second year bachelor degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering. My topic of discussion is regarding the role of amplitude modulation in long distance communication as well as its application in long distance radio communication. Now let us understand what does amplitude modulation refers to. Amplitude modulation is a simple process of altering the amplitude of the carrier signal with respect to its message signal, or we can also call it as the audio signal. Now let us understand it with the waveform, that is where the carrier frequency is present or the carrier wave is present and also the audio wave is present, which is then modulated, that is the amplitude of the carrier wave is being modulated with respect to the message signal. Now let us learn the process of amplitude modulation of long distance radio communication. Let us understand the steps involved in amplitude modulation for long distance transmission. So the first step is modulation, second step is mixing, third step is amplification, fourth step is propagation, fifth step is the receiving end, and sixth step is the demodulation, and then followed by filtration, amplification, and the audio output. Let us understand each of this modulation or each of this amplitude modulation process briefly. So, as I said, the first topic is modulation. Modulation is simply just like the amplitude modulation, which I discussed in the earlier slides. That is, the modulation is the process of combining original audio signal with the carrier wave. So, this process of modulation is very much essential for combining the audio signal with the carrier wave, which enables it for the transmission for very much long distances. The second step is mixing. Here, mixing means the adding of the audio signal to the carrier wave, which results in the new composite wave. The mixing process is which allows the carrier wave to carry the audio information, which is incorporated with the carrier frequency as well as the amplitude variation. Here, the carrier frequency is constant, and only the amplitude modulation or the amplitude carrier wave, it can be modified or it can be altered according to the modulated audio signal which we require. The next step involved is amplification. So after the mixing process happens, the audio signal and the carrier waves is relatively comparatively it is very much weak in strength. So the process to increase the strength of the mixed signal is called as amplification. Amplification is also very much necessary to boost the power of the mixed signal for effective transmission. After amplification, the signals are then sent to antennas for broadcasting. After amplification, the next step is propagation. Propagation means the transmission of the amplified signal throughout the space and atmosphere. The signals travel in the form of electromagnetic wave. They also go through many mediums such as air and vacuum. During the propagation period, the electromagnetic wave undergoes various effects such as attenuation, reflection, deflection, and also diffraction. The wave that is being transmitted in the propagation period is received at the antenna, which is also called as the receiving end. It becomes the magnetic wave and converts it into the electrical signals. That is, electromagnetic waves converted to electrical signal. This is done in the receiver hour. What exactly happens in receiver is that we studied in demodulation process. Here, in the modulated signal, the modulated output, that is the audio information and the carrier wave is being separated, and it undergoes various other steps where only the audio input or the audio output it is considered and is passed through the filter. The main purpose of the filter is to remove the unwanted noise and also other interfaces from the signal. It also allows us to select only the desired audio output, and also eliminate the unwanted frequency. And filters also improve us to get the clarity and quality of the demodulated audio signal. The filtered signal is now passed to the audio output, where here the further processors also goes, and the amplification brings the signal to an optimum level for the speaker or the audio device. Here it converts the electrical signals to the sound waves, where also the listener can be where which makes convenient for the listener to hear it. So we have learned about how the process of amplitude modulation in long distance communication takes place. Now let us go to the applications of amplitude modulation in long distance radio communication. The first application is the aviation communication. When I tell aviation, it obviously refers to the aircrafts. The aircrafts communication, that is the pilot to pilot communication or pilot to the air control, that is the air traffic control stations communication. It almost takes place using the amplitude modulation method itself, because it allows the reliable and effective communication during flight, especially in the remote areas where other communication methods will be very difficult. But amplitude modulation makes it easier and dependable also. And not only the aviation, that is in the aircrafts in the sky, also the satellites in the space, even amplitude modulation also it is used for the satellite communication systems for various purposes, that is transmission from the earth station to the satellite. It transfers data in form of audio data or other data forms. And also with the space aircraft, that is we get to know about the information about the rockets that we have launched, about its place or the destination where it has reached, and also about the astronauts who are in the aircraft, their well-being, and also the messages from them to the Earth stations. Everything is taken place, or the method used here is amplitude modulation itself. The most commonly known thing is the broadcast radio. Almost everyone have come across the radio stations or the radio. We usually hear it in everyday life. The amplitude modulation is widely used for broadcast radio stations, and also which is in the local stations or in the religions. It also includes news, talks, and also music and other sports events. It also has very long history, that is from the beginning also there is the wide use of amplitude modulation in radio. In this video, I hope everyone have got a certain idea about the amplitude modulation and its application. I wind up this video stating that the amplitude modulation remains one of the crucial medium and reliable, which is most accessibly long distance communication, which is also very much important form of method compared to other methods. So I thank everyone for watching the video. Thank you.